Hello, welcome to my how-to video. It is currently Saturday. It is 10:04 a.m. I don't know how I'm awake at this time, but today you're going to be following me as I cook breakfast, and let's hope it'll turn out great. I look like a pimped out Chef Boyardee, but let's appreciate the bonnet for a second. All right, let's get to it. Currently, I'm saying we, like you're here, like you're gonna help me with dishes and stuff, but you're not. Come follow me through this process and, we'll see how it turns out. Ingredients that we are going to be using today are onions, bell peppers, garlic, potatoes, and turkey bacon. So whenever I usually see like cooking videos or vlogs or anything of those sorts, they always display all their ingredients, on the counter. I am not going to do that because my counter is not that big, so we're going to make do with the space we have. I like everything very clean, neat, and just in their spot for me to use. So if anything, I will try to display a list of my ingredients that I'm going to use today over here. I first start off with cleaning my vegetables. If you do not clean your vegetables when you get them right from the supermarket, something is wrong with you. I clean my potatoes and then my peppers, and then I move on to cleaning my onions just to get rid of any type of pesticides or dirt that came along in the veggies. I soon get my cutting board and knife, and now we're gonna get started with cutting and prepping all the veggies that we need for the dish. I cut the potatoes in smaller cubes to help them cook faster. And in the end, if you're not cooking for a lot of people, this should be the right amount for just you and one other person. Right here is when I begin to cut the onions, and I learned an interesting trick when cutting onions because apparently there's this chemical in onions that basically attach to any type of moisture. So I take a paper towel and wet it so that, the onions won't burn my eyes when I'm cutting them. Right here is when I begin to cut the bell peppers. It was actually interesting because the young one actually had like a seedling baby in it, so that was kind of cool. I never really saw that in a bell pepper before, but here's just how I cut them. I cut them the long way so it can bring in more flavor to the potatoes when I cook them. Right here, I actually had to get on the stool because I'm pretty short and I can't reach my seasoning cabinet. So this is me just getting ready to get all my seasonings that I need to get my cooking started. So as you can see, I'm just showing you guys all the seasonings that I'm going to use and my absolute holy grail, Sazon. If you don't have this in your kitchen, you are really bugging right now. This is what I use for everything. This is the holy grail. Mother's milk. And then I begin to show you the rest of the seasonings that I'm going to be using, like Himalayan salt, cayenne, and paprika. Just all the spiciness that's going to bring to the breakfast because it's been a long night. I then begin to start cooking my potatoes. I prefer to use a cast iron pan because I believe it just brings in more flavor. And I just season the potatoes while they're on the stove just to sauce it up a bit. I can finally do this now. And then after you put your potatoes in your pan and season it, you're just gonna leave it there for, I'll say, a good 10 minutes just so it can start cooking, along with the seasonings you put in it already. And then later we will add the onions and the bell peppers along with it. I then get started on my eggs. I prefer to use chopsticks because for some reason it just whisks the eggs better. Like, I don't know, it's just something that I just prefer to do now. Guys, please don't judge me. I only did that for the vlog and it was not fun. Now that I've added my seasoning to my eggs, please enjoy a short clip of me just whisking the eggs. Due to the fact that I keep saying you did not cook anything, prepped everything. Right now, I just wait. I wait for the potatoes to be done. I have my eggs ready, my veggies, onions, peppers chopped. Right now, it's literally just a waiting game. We'll do a time lapse, enjoy the time lapse. If I can't, Professor. Now that the potatoes have cooked for a while, I then start adding my onions and bell peppers. Now for my eggs, I had some leftover spinach that were going bad anyway, so I just wanted to put them into good use. So I decided to add my eggs to them just to make like a spinach egg scramble kind of thing. I like my eggs very cheesy, so this is just how I always make my scrambled eggs. I add a lot of cheddar and white cheese just to help make the texture more suitable to my taste. After some time, this is what the potatoes will begin to look like. I did burn myself when I removed the aluminum foil, so guys, you're welcome because this is for you. I then begin to start making my bacon. I like making them in the air fryer because it just makes it less oily. Do not judge me, I'm the one who's cooking here. I then decided to make cinnamon rolls, but when I opened it, it exploded on me and it scared the crap out of me, so we're all gonna join in this together. I then start lining up my cinnamon rolls and prepare them to put them in the oven. And after some time, this is what the food will eventually start to look like. We have our potatoes, eggs, and our cinnamon rolls and bacon. So this is a trick that my boyfriend actually taught me to do with cinnamon rolls. What you do is you cut them in half and you put the icing inside of it while it's still warm and on top of it so it can just melt on top, and it's just the best combination ever. And now I begin to start making my plate and my boyfriend's plate. And this is what our result is. It came out nice. The food was great. I took a nap afterwards. It was just making me feel so full. And thank you guys for watching.